Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to our one island challenge. The city must survive. Yeah, not starting with the city this time around, but on the high oceans, on my beautiful little schooner. It may not be much, but it's mine, and it's a good start into this game as we are progressing through exploring the map right now. Randomly generated as always. This makes things interesting, I think. And in this case here, Madame Kahina we have found right at the beginning. Beautiful. She's not selling a lot right now. She would actually give me the hops fertility, and she would also give me red pepper fertility if I'm attaching into a trade union. So we could very much also go for these crops if I need them outside of my docklands. We'll try to get it with the docklands first, but if prices are too high, we then will need to start producing it on our own, even though as we can see in Helsing, space is not something we have in huge abundance. What I would like to continue with the city here, the beautiful city that we have, is upgrading now soon, and also weapons production. That is steep, and let's just check it out. I think we have a slight discrepancy of steel right now. There it is, and that means that first of all I need to work on this. We do have, however, though, enough iron, right? Coal might be limited, so let's build us a second charcoal burner now, somewhere over here. They're cheap, right? They don't cost me that much. 20 on the maintenance, reduce the attractiveness of Helsing a bit. So we are going to continuously lose attractiveness here. Quaint port town it is right now, but it's probably still going down further now as we build up the industry. I hope to counter this then later with some items, town halls, and the palace, of course. Now this one is starting its work. What we still need is another foundry that we can have then right here as well in my growing industry. So laying out the foundation took quite some time, right, for all of this, but now we just gradually need to build it step by step, which is something I always love. So just getting things working and starting, and here it's getting busier, right? The second foundry, this warehouse now is seeing some increased traffic, so we might actually also consider adding a second one to this area here then soon. And with that, we can now go ahead into the weapons factory. As we can see, one furnace could actually supply 3 weapon factories, right? So I would actually like to go ahead and make 2 of them at the moment. The question is just where, and we have the trade union here that is fully charged. We have this trade union here still available, because to some extent it might be advisable to actually boost those weapon factories. And using both of them over here should actually work already, because we have the weapons factory and we'll have the electricity here, right? So this is getting boosted in 2 ways, just as it's supposed to be. And right out here then we can finish this block with 1 more street then as well. That's all the weapons production we're probably ever going to need. Eli Bleakworth, he's a most trusted trader for us, and Eli, he's great on his little prison island, as we can see. He's also enjoying life, for sure, having his own little empire there rolling for him. It's a beautiful, detailed island. And Eli, he's good because, first of all, we can get some iron and coal cheaply from him. And we can also sell soap in abundance to him to make money if we need that. On the other hand, he always sells nice items for us, and items that tremendously boost the industry. Like this one here already, the Drought's Woman affects the bicycle factory and the sewing machines factory by 30% productivity. This is juicy. Unfortunately, 100,000 it costs me, far above my current balance. Unfortunately, that's it. Negative it is that he's all the way down here, so he's super far away from us. So if we're at war with the Admiral or Princess Jing at some point, we probably will not be able to get back to him, right? Save for having a white flag or anything like that. So this is where I'm hoping we get the white flag as quickly as possible. Let's move my schooner again, back and beyond. Let's also build me 2 more schooners ready for selling, right? We need to make more money, so don't get fooled by 50,000. It's not a lot. And let's also go in and finish the remaining farmhouses up here. With my propaganda, we should be very comfortable now here. We are. So we could even push more farmers, honestly. could actually build me another district. Also here, of course, we have the marketplace that I can still use for a few more buildings that I would like to do. All the way down here, there is already another zinc deposit that we're going to need then once we have engineers. Let's also build all of them right away. There you go. All of them get maximum pub and marketplace coverage and will be happy for a while. And since we're already spending resources, let's also have some more people upgraded here in the center. There you go. And the weapons production is started as well. Steel it is, getting it for the furnace right away. Or from the warehouse actually. Producing now weapons for us. And we're going to need them pretty soon. Right, so this is then the foundation for my harbor defenses. Starting up. With that we have a production of... Nah, it's not one. It's close to 1 ton per minute right now. It's rather 0.75 tons that we're producing. Also, Admiral Vicente Silva got himself there a nice island. Right down here. That's his third already. He's greedy. Right? They're using it that I'm not selling on any other islands. With enough resources in, we should really do the trick now and upgrade to artisans. And this will unlock a lot of new systems for us. The age of fine craftsmanship it is. It's beautiful buildings, no doubt. A lot of nice money boosters now. We're also going to upgrade them right away to the old residence, which is the preferred style for me right now until we are engineers. Just makes sense to me. Also fits nicely to the school. And as the first artisans move in, we have unlocked the docklands. We have unlocked the expedition to the New World. Yeah, we have discovered forcefully Anne Harlow. There's no way around that anymore. You just discover her with that now. We also get Tobias's introduction quest that we can do now. For the docklands, we might just check it up. The cost is steep, right? So a lot of that. The Land of Lions has been opened up, so Africa awaits. Even though we're not going for Africa, of course. We're using it to perhaps get the scholars in. And with that also a few more expeditions. Also we have unlocked more ship types. The frigate is the first. Let's just go ahead and upgrade a few more to artisans right away. And these guys, they have a whole bunch of new needs. Canned food, sewing machines and fur coats. And things get a bit tricky now because for fur coats and for canned food we don't have the resources on the island itself anymore. So we'll need to start some proper trading soon. Before that, let's just have a look at the city itself here. Down, there is a resident quest. Some rural farming family might take me in and share the very precious simplicity of their lives with me. Whoa, 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 dude, you just leveled up to tier 3 and now you're already saying you're too posh for tier 1? Alright, let's accept the puzzle quest and find him a farmer that takes him in. And that's at the church that we have to look for. So someone here might be simple enough for this guy. There it is. There is a farmer, a tractor. Please, the first days may well test my resolve, but my heart is wild. It shall carry me through. And find the farmers at the pub. There might then also be something over here that we can find. No, it's not at this pub at least. There must be another one. There it is. And thank you, saved indeed, saved. You don't imagine the labor will be 2 artists. And this is actually concluding and we get a piano billboard. Very good for pubs reducing the maintenance cost, or it's also just 13,000 if we sell it. Which is probably my preferred way of doing things. Also breached 1,000 on the balance there, so we're getting 1,000 credits per minute ticking in right now. Super important that is. For the industries to come. Speaking about industries, we should start with the 4th construction material right away, which is the windows. The windows are going to need glass and logs. Now, glass is easy, theoretically. It's easy right now. Oh, and then we're being attacked by the pirate. It had to happen at some point out here in the ocean, since the pirate is at war with you immediately. Also got some nice, beautifully upgraded ships there. Just that I'm marveling at the object that is firing at me right now. And there's a second one right now. A frigate. Let's try and perhaps discover that island here. Nah. That's the end of my schooner already. It was to be expected. Do we have weapons in, by the way? Yeah, the first 3 tons of weapons are in. We also constructed a few more schooners. They're cheap to produce, so we can sell them. 2,500 and 2,500. There you go. Another one is already on its way. And of course we can just happily continue selling them as long as we have planks and sails. Both of these resources are endless. Yeah, over here we can actually go ahead and start with the sand mine, which is the first building we are going to need on our way to the windows. And in this case here, let's try to build them. And they're going to not live very long, unfortunately. I think, at least. Oh, this is not possible. I thought it would be. Alright, alright. Oh! Oh! Already? Margaret Hunt has declared war on us. That was way faster than I expected. I mean, she is 6 times stronger than us? 7 times? But why already? We just reached artisans. Alright, this is dangerous because my harbor is still undefended. Let's go ahead and build us the second weapons factory. Let's also check out my steel. We're having a nice comfortable surplus there right now for probably another steel means production. Let's also boost the weapon factories by 50% right away. And let's make sure the fire station is close by, and we should also have, of course, a police station close by. These people like to go on riots occasionally, and we better make sure that we have some clubs close by. Alright, this is not good. I was expecting war a bit later, so we need to go in and start building up some defenses. A cannon tower cost me 4,000 credits and 10 weapons, 10 tons of weapons. Look at that harbor area that we have available. We can really plaster this full. Right now though, let's start by building the first cannons then close to my harbor building, because the harbor building itself can also fire, right? And I definitely want to have a few of them then here close by. We have the flamethrower available already, I think. But this would cost 25 tons of weapons. It's a bit more expensive. It's way more powerful, of course, but it is also way more expensive. So we're just going to wait on that for a while. Alright, it's getting a bit busy on the ocean here, right? The Admiral is also pretty strong. He's already got 4, 5, 6 gunboats roaming. And here I am just trying to sell my schooners. Sell the next one. The good thing is RG is close by, and this makes it possible for us to, yeah, make a nice dime out of this. Alright, we can build the first tower, sorry. Now, actually, we should get one more ton in. Come on, do it. Do it for me, please. Get me that ton of weapons. There it is. Poof, there it is. My first cannon tower in all its glory. Ready to defend Queen and Country, or at least Helsing. Of course, we have a cannon here now at the harbor trading post as well, so that makes 2 cannons. This is already a bit harder than to breach for tier 1 and 2 ships, right? So gunboats and frigates. They're not having an easy time with that. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how many harbor cannons we can squeeze in here. This is going to be a crazy defense. Let's continue right away, shall we? I can actually take this area here together with the marketplace to start building me the next district, right? I would like to have it over here. We don't need this. And then we can actually just go in and copy us a few more. Can we actually make it like that? That would be amazing. Oh, that's okay. Don't forget, this is my 3-layered road that we have all the way through, so that we can also use it then with the railways. Industry-wise, how are we looking? Schnapps and bread. Yeah, that's 2 things. Bread is nasty. We're going to need 2 more grain farms. Grain farm number 1. Grain farm number 2. We're going to need another windmill. It's also super expensive. And we're going to need 2 more bakeries. With that. And then we have the schnapps. Let's actually build the remaining 2 potato farms and the remaining 2 schnapps distilleries. And then I was actually working on my sand mines. Still getting them somehow in. I just hope that we can squeeze them in here somehow. Is this possible? Yes, this is possible. Perfect. Because with that we can use a 3rd one here at least, without blocking this one. That would be 3 here. I mean, the harbor area is big, right? You can really squeeze in a lot here, I guess. But they also have quite the range there too. Let's have those 3 here for now. We're only going to need 2 at max for now. Yeah, also another explosion. Got some more ruins over here. Let's build it. Let's build the first sand mine. These will need their own defense at some point that I can't afford right now. So we need to make sure... Oh, thank you very much. Princess Ching actually gives me +3 reputation there. By the way, continue selling my schooners here. The Boxer. Ave Maria. And Andromeda. That's a mighty name for a schooner. And I'm going to sell me, build me a few more, right? We need to keep that money flowing in. Also, let's build that next district. Quick expansion for Helsing. Right. And those are working. Yeah, let's actually squeeze in another warehouse here for now. Then I will need to start on my glassmakers. Now, they're also going to need to be boosted because I can't afford too many of them. And we're going to need them not only for the windows, but later on also for spectacles. And that means a lot. So in this case, let's just find a suitable location for these guys. They could be in the middle here between the heavy industry and the light industry, right? Because they're also low industry. Over here, most likely, right? There's the trade union. And with that, let's have us a block of glassmakers. So we still have room here for more rendering works. 4 of them. And I might actually use 2 more here. And another one here. My schnapps is blowing up. Let's mobilize the police force, doubling its capacity. So that we actually have 2 firefighters on their way. As they're desperately trying to save my industry. The alcohol industry, that is. That's the glassmakers. And then we're going to need window makers. So this is 6, 7, 14 tons of glass we can produce. That's 28 tons of glass produced with the electricity. That's 35 to 40 tons once we boost them with items. So this should be enough glass for a while. I can always move them around then again if I need more. And then we have the window makers. I don't theoretically need to boost them. Even though they are quite expensive, so it might be feasible. But let's actually just use them in an area that, yeah. Look at that. They're all blown up. Actually tempted to use them a bit further outside here. 4, that leads to 4 tons. With electricity, 8 tons of glass, of windows. We're not going to need that many more than at some point. So we have the sand mine. With that, I only need 1 glassmaker. And with that, I need 2 window makers because they need 1 minute for each production. And that's 13,000 we had to pay for this, right? Also build a warehouse here that already connects then with that deposit as well right away. Very good. So this is coming along. Step by step. The industry zone. And then we can actually start working on the next products already and quickly. The docklands will take a while, right? 25,000 credits, 30 tons of windows and 50 tons of steel beams. Speaking about steel beams, we can build the 3rd factory for this. And let's actually turn it around so it looks a bit symmetrical. Because we have the steel, right? So this now is... Oh, it's actually not quite equal. That's because we are boosting the weapon factory, right? So we could boost the furnaces further. Or I'm building another furnace. And with that, we're also building another charcoal kiln. The third one now. And another iron mine that we have here. There it is. That's another 4 tons of iron coming in. That's the second deposit we're using now. So we only have one more then to work with. And I still will need then my coal. There we have it. All the way down here at the end of my island. And also a warehouse. It's all costly. With this we're now negative. We're also negative on the workforce, so I need to upgrade more farmers. Like, yes, we do have enough planks to do the job. Over here especially. And of course also around the school. There you go. Leading to an equal workforce again. A bit of a positive balance there. Almost 5,000 people. And a very, very balanced economy. Not much room to play with here anymore. We can build another cannon tower. We do have 25 tons of weapons. This means we can build a flamethrower. Of course. There you go. We could almost build 3 cannon towers with that, but a flamethrower is more powerful. This is going to melt any kind of wooden ship that gets too close to this area here. Beautiful. I'm feeling a bit more secure now with this. Another thing I would like to do is cleaning up my harp area a bit. We might actually consider moving those fisheries to the other side, right here. Right, doesn't cost me a dime, so it's fine for me. There you go. And there's then the warehouse for it, right? And let's have another warehouse here. And let's also build us another fishery as well, right away. With this, we have moved it away a bit. It's still in an undefended area. Though I don't really care if this gets destroyed. We can rebuild it again. Fisheries are worthless. With that, I have the space that I'm going to need for my docklands pretty soon now. That we can prepare them in this area. Windows are coming in. And because we're already in the process of spending so much. It's 2 tons per minute. It's costing me 400 to build 2 tons. Another 400 we cannot afford. This is not good. I cannot double my window production just yet. War declared. This newspaper needs to go. 10% reduced consumption. And city becomes uglier. Helsing has let itself go. According to one of many visitors who claim the city is losing its appeal. Yeah, this reduces happiness. So we're going to push 10% income here. And invest now into the flawless services of our city. And with that, we're having a bit more money again. King doesn't like it that we use propaganda, so eventually she will lose even more reputation with us. Admiral Vicente, though, likes it and is a bit happier with us again. So hopefully they're not going to declare war. I mean, look at their war scores. Ooh, this is beyond ridiculous. Miss Hunt. Also far away. But the flamethrower also actually pulled us in a bit again, right? I'm waiting for another 25 tons of weapons for the next flamethrower then as well. And I would also like to go ahead and upgrade a few more to artisans. These guys here. And with that, Helsing is also officially a city now. Hooray. Another milestone achieved. A bit more money. I'm waiting for a few windows to come in. And then we continue onwards in the next episode. Stay tuned.